Hey, what's up, guys? Double checking the audio as always. Get a quick swig and away we go. Following this huge storm system going through the eastern U.S. Hey guys, what's going on? Switch screens here. What is going on? Anybody, I know it's a little early, let some people hop on here. But anybody from Virginia, North Carolina, even South Carolina. North Carolina, we're going to take a look at all the closings that are underway. There could be more to come. Kind of a rare weather event. Don't see this much potential snow in Virginia, North Carolina. We could actually see snow in Virginia Beach. I have that queued up as well. What I'm looking at right here, I'm trying to get the picture. Here we go. This is snow in southern Virginia. Charlotte, North Carolina, a lot of closings in the Charlotte area, right? Or at least the list I saw, there was over 160 closures in the Cumberland County, I think it was, or Charlotte area, Raleigh-Durham. A lot of snow, at least for this area on the way. I saw reports of anywhere from 2 to 4, 1 to 3, 3 to 5, up to 8 inches, just depending on where you're at. The camera we're looking at now is in southern Virginia. Starting to snow a little heavier there right now. I've been watching the traffic cams in North Carolina, Virginia, and paying attention to the cameras over in Virginia Beach. Possible snow on Virginia Beach tonight or here in the next few hours. It's going to be dark soon. That's why I went ahead and hopped on here. You can see the lights coming on the interstate. Let's see which interstate I've got here. I think this is I-95 northbound. So we're right over in here, I-95 northbound. See the headlights coming on. It's going to be dark soon. And then we probably won't even be able to see the snow, at least from my perspective, using these cameras. But the snow's coming down right now at a pretty good clip. Snowing now in Virginia Beach. Thank you, old granny. Hi from Indy. What's up, Indy? Monkey Ball from Tennessee. Snowing in Virginia Beach. You know, I've been looking for that for the last hour, and I've been holding off, and I was going to wait until it started snowing in Virginia Beach. And here's my camera. I'm a member here at surfline.com. You can, yep, it is snowing. You're right. There it is. This is the Croatan Jetty surf report, Virginia Beach, right here. There's the snow, and you can find the link to these cameras down below in the description box. I'm a member. I've been a member of Surfline for a long time. No, I'm not promoting Surfline, but I will because I think it's a good product. That's all. I think you guys would enjoy it too. You can use these cameras along the coast all over the world. I was watching Storm Dennis over along the coast of Ireland, parts of the UK and Scotland, using this very tool right here. So there is snow right there in Virginia Beach. It made it. Unbelievable. And this chart right here, this is weathercharts.com, and you can see the purple, light purple above the storm system at the very top right there. That's snow, and that's what they were calling for in Virginia Beach. Here's the storm moving in right now at windy.com. And this storm, or at least the low pressure associated with this storm, which is offshore, will turn into yet another large bombogenesis in the North Atlantic, probably in about 3 days. But there is the snow indeed, and it's getting close to dark in Virginia Beach. This is a first for me. That's why I did this. I know it's probably not a first for you guys that live there. I know it's not very common. But I've never seen it snow in Virginia Beach on this camera. This is a first for me. In fact, I'm going to switch cameras and see if we can see it on the sand. Not yet. Just looking at a different monitor over there. So let me go back to the one I was just at. Then we're going to check out some more highway cams. I think this is the one here. No, not that one. This one here. Definitely looks like snow coming down there. So we'll come back to that here in just a minute. Did want to check out this camera here. We're going to go over to the coastline near Virginia Beach. Find a road over here that we can hop on. Definitely see some rain. There we go. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's starting to get dark out there, so I had to hustle. Snowing in Virginia Beach. Here we go. A little hard to see because it's starting to get dark, but yes, it's snowing in Virginia Beach, Virginia. How about that? I don't think there's supposed to be a whole lot, but still, 1 to 2 inches. That's a fair amount of snow for Virginia Beach, Virginia. This is Mercury at Aberdeen, city of Hampton, which is near Virginia Beach. Pretty cool, huh? Check out some more of these road cams real quick before it gets super dark on us. I don't know if it's snowing there or not. Looks like it is. It's like Jefferson. Yeah, definitely snow on the ground here. That's along the coast. Oh yeah, you can see the snow coming down. Check it out. Newport, snowing along the coast right now as I do this video in the Virginia Beach area, right in through here. Huh. That's just north of Virginia Beach. Look at that. You can see slush and snow. Yeah, I'm assuming that's very rare. Who was that? MM Double. Thank you, man. In Haywood County, Asheville, North Carolina. Would you tell my girlfriend, Lacey, hello? Hello, Lacey. In Asheville, North Carolina, where it's probably snowing, huh? Be my guest. From the looks of these weather charts, they were correct. Going to another location here in Virginia Beach. Now, this is just south of Virginia Beach itself. It looks like rain there. Now we're going just north of Virginia Beach. See, it's starting to get dark. That's why I hustled to get this up, because I wanted to see some of this. Actually, I was watching it before it got dark. And it just started snowing, from what I understand. Oh, here's a... Wow. This is Williamsburg? Look at that. Traffic slowing down to a crawl? How about that? Here, I'll be updating here in just a second. There you go. Double ski. So big shout out to Lacey in Asheville, North Carolina. Here we're just north of Virginia Beach, where conditions have deteriorated very, very quickly. Look at that, how slow that traffic's going. They put salt and brine on the roads this morning in advance of these storms, or this storm. Traffic coming to an absolute crawl. Look at that. Look at the brake lights. Look at the headlights. Oh my. That's heavy precipitation. I'm assuming that's snow. Wow. And right here at the rush hour, huh? Couldn't have came at a worse time. That's why so many schools let out early today. I've got a list a mile long out of North Carolina, and it's probably longer. It's just the only list I could find. Showed 165 different businesses, schools, churches that had postponed events, closed early today. We're going to open late tomorrow, depending on the weather and what it did. Some were going to be closed tomorrow. They weren't even going to take a chance because they're just not used to this type of weather. Yeah, traffic is very, very slow in this area here. And the area I'm talking about is just north of Virginia Beach. Right up here near Williamsburg. Coming down hard right now. I bet you that traffic's not moving any more than 25, 30 mile an hour. Coming down very hard at a pretty good clip, whatever it is. It's too hard to tell. I'm assuming, though, that that's snow, but I can't really tell. Looks like it. Now, here's a bridge. Let's check this one out. Once again, traffic going very, very cautiously, which is a good idea. I learned how to drive in the snow. That was many years ago. So, still didn't mean you couldn't end up in a ditch if you weren't careful. And trust me, I did a couple of times. That's when I got a truck. A four-wheel drive truck. So if I got in a ditch during the wintertime, I could get myself out usually. But you learned how to be a, cautious driver on roads like this, especially if that's how you learn to drive. I mean, that's all you knew. So we were used to the snow where I lived. But if you're not used to it, it could be very treacherous. Now here you can see snow in the median, and we are in the city of Chesapeake, Mount Pleasant. Snow coming down right now as we do this video at a pretty good clip. And it's almost, if not completely dark in this area. Chesapeake and Mount Pleasant. Rare day, February 20th of 2020. We got 20, 20, 20 today. How about that? That doesn't happen very often. And it's snowing in Virginia Beach. Oh, here's another camera here. Southern Virginia, right on the border of North Carolina. Snow coming down at a pretty good rate. Chesapeake Expressway at Galbush. Snowing. Cool. Just take it slow and don't slam on your brakes too much. That guy there's going a little too fast. Yeah, don't slam on your brakes on the snow and ice. You gotta take it slow. Slow. You can see the snow on the top of those vehicles. So it's been snowing there for a little while. All right, we're gonna go over here to south. Oh, look at this! A lot of snow here. City of Suffolk. That's where the camera's at. Check this one out. You can see it snowing. Look at the left side of the camera, or the left side of the monitor. It's coming down at a pretty good pace. Snow on the ground that's accumulating, and the ground temperature is probably not that cold. So for it to stick, it's got to be coming down at a pretty good pace. Looks like an inch on the ground. I don't know, inch and a half. And according to the maps that I saw, the snow will be on and off even throughout the overnight hours tonight. So 1 to 3 inches might be a pretty safe bet. Could be more. Got some cars coming right at us, making a cautious right-hand turn. That's how you do it. That is good driving right there. That's an old pro. Well, that's a sight to see right there. And where's that one at again? Actually, I was over here. Oh yeah, that would be South Suffolk, Virginia. That's exactly where that's at. Here's another area just south of Suffolk. You can see snow accumulation on the ground just outside of town. Again, that's a sight that you don't see very often. Oh, slow down, slow down. Ah, man, those people are going way too fast. Now, we're going to stay here for just a minute. Watch. These people are going way too fast. Guys, slow down. There you go. Slow it down a little bit, guys. Good grief. Take it easy. Don't take chances. You want to get home in one piece, man. Let's go north of Suffolk. That's in town. We're just checking out some of these highway cams. Still snowing. The camera's kind of super saturated, so I can't really see too much. Let's go west of Suffolk. Snowing right there. All around Suffolk. Here we're going north and east of Suffolk. Can't really tell on that camera. This one here. Just very wet, a lot of snow on the ground. This is all around the Suffolk, Chesapeake, Virginia Beach area. As we did get confirmation, it is indeed snowing at Virginia Beach. Here's some traffic here. Snow on the side of the roads, yeah? Not far from the ocean. Less than a mile, if that. Actually, we're right on the ocean there. It's difficult to tell now. It's getting dark in that area. We're going to hop down to North Carolina. Look at this here. This is what's coming to Virginia Beach. So if you're in Virginia Beach, this is coming to you, what you're looking at right here. And this is west of Suffolk. The storm is moving to the east. Look at this camera. So if you're in Virginia Beach, this is what you can expect. Probably within the half hour, 30 minutes. Look at that. That right there is what's coming towards Virginia Beach. See how slow those cars are moving? That's snowing at a fairly good rate. That's a good camera view right there. I mean, it's not the best view as far as resolution goes, but we can get the idea. It's snowing very hard right there. just like the weather map said at weathercharts.com and windy.com. They're very good. Eddie Gray. Thank you, Eddie Gray. Edie Gray. You guys are very kind. Look at this snow coming down. Look at that. I mean, maybe the light is magnifying it quite a bit, but you're looking at not blizzard conditions, but pretty close. That's what's coming to Virginia Beach right there. It's coming down sideways. So it's got some wind associated to it. Definitely not going to drift because it's going to be too wet. I mean, I think it's above freezing in some areas, and it's still snowing. It's because it's colder in the upper and the mid latitudes. So Virginia Beach, get your skis out. This is what's coming right here. You can go skiing and surfing probably in the same hour if you had a suit. Look at that. Those people were going way too fast. Slow down. Yeah, I learned to drive in this right here. Drove in it for years. Snowed so bad one year I couldn't get my truck, and I had a four-wheel drive truck. I couldn't even get in my driveway because of the wind. That's why I see that wind with this, and it reminded me of that moment. The drifts were like, oh my God, they were over the top of my truck. So they were over 6 foot tall. I couldn't get up the driveway. Snowplows couldn't get through the road, but that was rare. That happened, once every 20 years or so, not very often. Usually the snowplows could keep up. But I don't know how many snowplows they have in the Virginia Beach area. What an incredible view. Look at that. Virginia Beach, this is what's coming your way. Hello. Coming at you. Big old snowstorm. Oh my. Look at that. We found a good one here. Get your cameras out. Send me pictures. Reports at MrMBB333.com. Anybody in the area, take just one picture. I want to see the snow. One picture. Reports at MrMBB333.com. And just put on there snow. Look at that. Wow, the weather models were right, which I figured they would be. They normally are. They're very good in this day and age. Look at that. So this is east of Suffolk, Virginia, moving to the west. Moving to the east. This is west of Suffolk, moving to the east. I'm not exactly sure how fast. Probably 20 miles an hour. Be my guess. Got a little bit of wind associated with it, but that's pretty heavy. Vehicles slowing down like they should. Slow down, guys. Take it easy. Don't take chances. It's not worth it. Dude, there was going way too fast. All right, we're going to switch cameras again. But anyway, this is west of Suffolk, Virginia, right over in here. I'll show you exactly where I'm at. Right there. See where my mouse is at? That's where I'm at right there. So that storm system, that precipitation is snow. It's heading east directly towards Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Virginia, Chesapeake, obviously. They're getting it right now. Wow, that's a sight you don't see very often right there. Pretty cool. You guys want to go? Let's see. I think it's too dark here. Yeah, see, it's dark now. I can't really see too much. Right along the beach. Unless we go to this one, maybe I can catch a glimpse. Yeah, there you go. I'll be darned. right on the beach. You're looking at the ocean and seeing snowflakes fly. See them? There you go. Snowflakes and the ocean at Virginia Beach right there. How about that? Send me pictures, guys, if you're in the area. Reports at MrMBB333.com, and I'll use them in a video tomorrow. That's coming down at a pretty good clip. First Street Jetty, city of Virginia Beach, Virginia, right there. Pretty cool. These weather patterns anymore, like this storm system here is going to be in the North Atlantic in a couple of days. Today's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. By Sunday, it'll be approaching the North Atlantic. And more than likely, I'll show you the polar vortex and stuff here in a minute. More than likely, this storm will bottom out again like they've been doing. Dennis and these other storms that have, look at that snow come down, that have been affecting Ireland, the United Kingdom, Scotland, Iceland. Iceland's been having some fierce winds. There's going to be another one. It's this one right here. This is part of it. Look at that snow. Are you serious? Look at that. That's wild. I mean, the camera's making it look more extreme than it is, but still, that's a good angle. I mean, it's snowing pretty hard there. How cool is that? But no, this storm is going to be pulled up into the North Atlantic, and I think I've maybe found at least a component. Well, it's got to be a component because everything is connected on the Earth. But there's a very overactive, like, jet in the northern hemisphere, in the upper atmosphere, and in the southern hemisphere, it's gone. There's not even one down there. So, you know, it creates what I would say a planetary imbalance with regard to the jet. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Well, I'll show it to you here in a minute. It's over at Null School, nullschool.net. It's a good website too if you like to study weather patterns and you know, the jet stream and things like that, which I have for a long, long time. So we'll go there here in just a minute. I'll show you, but it's a very unusual jet stream in the upper atmosphere. Honestly, quite one that I have not seen before. Look at that snow. Are you serious? Look at that. It's coming down sideways at Virginia Beach. I mean, are you serious? Look at that. So it's there. What we just watched west of Suffolk is now at Virginia Beach. So it got there pretty quick. Or at least this is the leading edge of it. All right. So we'll look at the big picture, and then I want to show you an even bigger picture. We're going to come back to these cameras here in a minute. First Street Jetty, Virginia Beach, snowing like it's Christmas. All right, here's the storm system. This is probably the 10th one that we've seen just like this winter. That's why the ground is so saturated in parts of Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and now even more so in Tennessee. In fact, they're flooding in the, well, just south and west of Clarksville, Tennessee, north and west of Nashville, Tennessee. It's just the ground is so saturated, the water doesn't have anywhere to go. So it goes up. So now this storm is going to go towards, well, there's one in front of it already. They're going to end up in the North Atlantic and head right back over to the UK, Ireland, and Scotland again, and of course Iceland. This has been a repetitive pattern for the last several weeks. Jackson, Mississippi is a foot above average. 1 foot above average rainfall. Unbelievable. They've got flooding issues there. And this weather doesn't seem to be changing. But one thing I did notice over here at Null School, and, you know, again, to me, this just doesn't look right. Usually when I access this feature, what you're looking at is like the polar jet. Okay, this is on top of the Earth at the Arctic Circle, inside the Arctic Circle. And normally, you know, these can fluctuate from 100 to 200 miles per hour. It's not uncommon. That's just how it rolls in the upper part of the atmosphere, right? And then you go down to the southern hemisphere, and you normally see the same thing there, right? Well, it's not there. It's like it's all being pushed up towards the equator. There's a nice balance. See there? A nice balance around the equator or just below the equator. And it's moving the opposite direction, right to left, like it's supposed to. But there's no jet, upper level jet down here. Look at that. I don't recall ever seeing that, but again, you know, I don't know. But there's definitely one up here at the top, rotating counterclockwise, and it is deep. So again, I don't know why it's doing that, but there's not an upper level jet below in Antarctica. So anyway, here's the storm system that's headed towards the North Atlantic. It's bringing snow right now in real time in Virginia Beach, Florida, or Virginia Beach, Virginia. Now, if it was snowing in Florida, that would be equally as rare. I lived down there for a few years, and I don't think I ever saw one snowflake. Not in Central Florida. I think it has snowed up in the Panhandle. I think it has, but I didn't see it. Right on, man. Snowing in Virginia Beach. Totally cool. Here's the delays I found, and you guys that are from the area, I'm sure, are aware of many, many more. This is from WRAL.com. You can see 165 total. That's as of right now. This is in North Carolina. I believe this is in the Raleigh, North Carolina area. Or, yeah, Raleigh. But here's a list, and it's 165 long. Many schools, universities, academies. Here's more. A credit union not going to be open tomorrow. They're going to be delayed 2 hours. First shift canceled at Rocky Mountain Engine. Just all kinds of variety of different places that closed early today, closed on Friday tomorrow, delayed until 11 a.m. on Friday. That's Fellowship Health Resources. Fort Bragg schools delayed 2 hours on Friday. I mean, look at the list here. It just keeps going and going and going. Raleigh Parks and Recreations closed. Classes canceled on Thursday. No classes tonight. A lot of things closed on Thursday, and several. Here's one closed tomorrow. Sandhills Classical Christ closed Friday. Sandhills Community College closed on Friday. And also, the list just goes on and on. It's just quite lengthy, and it's probably getting longer. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. This is flightradar.com. I shouldn't have timed out. I'm a member here too. But I was watching for flight delays, and there are some flight delays. You can see here, Charlotte, more than likely because of the snow. But I don't see any major delays right at the moment. We're over here at raysweather.com, and this is from the North Carolina area, and you can see the list of winter weather advisories from the National Weather Service, and that too I think is 19 or 20 long, all right there in bright red. Winter weather advisories for Ashe County, Avery County, Allegheny, Caldwell, Buncombe, Mitchell, Wilkes, Madison, Yancey, Haywood, Burke, Grayson, Surrey, McDowell, Henderson, Johnson, and Watauga. Several counties all right through here that you see highlighted. And there'll probably be more added to the list. I mean, that's always a possibility because these storms can be unpredictable. Here's it showing the storm at weathercharts.com. I'll put it in motion. Watch the purple. You can see that's later on tonight. You can see the snow very heavy along the Virginia Beach area. Look at that dark purple. And in North Carolina, along the coast. In fact, I've been watching cameras along the coast of North Carolina as well. And later on tonight, that purple indicates fairly heavy snow, but exiting the area by the early overnight hours. So this is a fast-moving storm. It's 6:30 Eastern time, so more than likely you guys will have snow, I would say up until around midnight along the coast. Looks like it's going to be moving out of the North Carolina, at least the central part of North Carolina, pretty quickly. May end up with some light snow during the overnight hours, but I don't suspect anything very drastic. Let's go back to these cameras here real quick. Look at that, still coming down at a very good clip. And again, this is west of Suffolk, Virginia. Look at that. And you can see on top of the light right there, see the snow accumulating up on the top of the street light? The intersection light, you can see it's turning completely white. That's a good amount of snow. Huh. So again, that's moving from west to east, going right towards Chesapeake, Virginia Beach. It's moving pretty quickly, probably at 25-30 miles per hour. Okay, now we're going down to North Carolina real quick. Got some cameras down here we can check out. We'll go just south of the... Now these cameras here are not in real time, but you can kind of get the idea. You can see a lot of snow, or at least a fair amount of snow. This is in northern North Carolina, I-85 at exit 213. Snow-covered ground. And one thing I've noticed, the roads, because they put the brine and salt on the roads this morning, which was a great idea, the snow is not accumulating on the roads. It is over in the median and in the grass and whatnot, but the roads so far, from what I've seen, oh, here's an area here that looks like it's pretty heavy. That's a lot of snow right there. This is in northeastern, near Roanoke Rapids. Yeah, south of Roanoke Rapids. That's a lot of snow right there. See, that's as large as I can go on here. This one here is like, it's not in real time. Updates maybe every 15 seconds or so. But that's quite a bit of snow. I think probably the most I've seen, unless, you know, I'm not, yeah, 6:26 p.m. Unless it's it's a trick of light or something. But that looks like quite a bit of snow, maybe a couple of inches there. That would be, yeah, south. I'm right over here. I'll show you exactly where that one's at. Right there, Roanoke, south of Roanoke Rapids. Sorry guys, had to get a drink there. All right. Too dark to really tell here. Oh no, we can tell. Look at the cars over there. See the snow on top of the cars? You don't see that very often. Not in that part of the world. I knew a guy one time, he said when he was set to retire, he was going to wire a snow shovel to the front of his car. And he was going to start driving south. And he knew when it was time to stop when somebody asked him what that was on the front of his car. And that's where he was going to stay, because if he was where somebody did not recognize a snow shovel, he knew he was good, because he never wanted to use a snow shovel again. And I believe he probably did it. So, yeah, snow shovels probably are not a real popular item out here either. See a lot of snow on the ground here. This is in far eastern North Carolina. In fact, what I'm looking at here, it's difficult to tell though, because these are not in real time. And this was updated at 6:34 p.m., which I guess was about 3 minutes ago. This one looks like there's a little bit of snow on the roads. Looks like snow accumulating on the roads over here. It's over here by Albemarle Sound, north of Williamston. Snow is accumulating. Once again, this is in North Carolina. Here we go. Here's another one. Far eastern North Carolina, just west of Williamston. Snow on the road. Check it out. It's difficult to tell, but you can see the high reflectivity, and you can see tracks. So there's definitely snow in the roadways in eastern North Carolina. North and east of Greenville, right around the Williamston area, right close to the coast. And that area was one of the weather maps that I saw. They were all kind of not in total agreement, especially when it gets this close to the event time. Usually the models come really, really close to each other with regard to, exact amount and how long, that type of thing. This one here, the models are very different. Some say 5 to 8 inches. In this area right here, in the area of Greenville, could see 5 to 8 inches of snow. And then other models said, 3. Because it's a very tricky forecast. I mean, it's a tough one. In fact, we'll look at the temperature, see if the temperature is swinging down. And it is. It's getting cooler. And you can see that line. That's got to be in the elevations, the blue here. That's why the color is cool or colder, would be my guess, because that is in the elevations. That would be considered the high country. I'm just trying to use common logic here. That's the only reason it would be much cooler in that stretch, because it's the high country. So possibly more snow in those areas, but I did see a model in the Greenville area, just a model. It wasn't guaranteed, of possibly 5 to 8 inches of snow. This is new snow coming down right now, north and west of Asheville. And see, it's snowing there, and it's 35 degrees. It's snowing in a lot of these places, and it's above 32 degrees, which in itself is kind of rare. You don't see that very often. It's normally, standard, it's got to be below or at 32 degrees to snow. But not the case here. In fact, it's 37 degrees in some areas and snowing. Going back here to surfline.com, and the snow is still coming down at a reasonable rate at Virginia Beach. This is looking out towards the ocean. I'm not exactly sure the direction of this first camera. The other cameras are a much wider view. This camera, the larger camera, is obviously right in the snow and wind, so it makes it look a little more dramatic than it probably is. But nevertheless, man, it's snowing in Virginia Beach. That's a rare day. I was wanting to see the beach covered in snow, and this one over here, that's live. That's in real time. I can tell that it's starting to turn white. The beach is turning white. And there's more snow on the way. We saw it over here at this camera. Right here. Yep, right there. And this is in real time. That right there is what's coming to the Virginia Beach, Chesapeake area. So you guys got more snow on the way. And don't forget, Send me just 1 or 2 pictures. Reports at MrMBB333.com. And I'll use it in use the pictures in a video tomorrow. And just put on the picture snow. Just put snow. I'm going to check out a different camera here real quick. We're going to go a little farther west, if we can. We can. Let's check it out real quick. Oh yeah, look at that. So this is over by Emporia. Still snowing. Ground is completely white. Roads are clear, and that is excellent. Because if you're not used to driving on this stuff, man, it can be treacherous. It really can. No joke. The people are doing really good, and the roads are clear. But look on the side of the roads. Solid white. And this is over by Emporia. This is, let me see the road here. I don't know the exact road. I can tell you here in a minute, but I do know it's over by Emporia, which is west of Suffolk. And this is moving to the east. So Suffolk, you can expect to see this. And then Virginia Beach, obviously, you're going to see this as well. So more snow on the way. But again, the temperatures, from what I see, are above 32 degrees. Which in itself is kind of an anomaly, you know. That tells you that the upper atmosphere is very cold. For this to make it to the ground, and the ground level temperature be like 35, well, it usually doesn't snow when it's 35 degrees. I grew up in the snow. I mean, it was very precise. Mother Nature was very, very precise back then. 32 degrees, or it was not going to snow. If it was 33, no, it wouldn't snow. 34, no way. So what we're seeing now, from my experience, it's kind of strange. You don't normally see snow with these types of temperatures. That's if the temperature readings I'm getting are correct. Okay, here we are over by South Hill, Virginia. Let's see if it's snowing over there. Oh, wow. Look at the ground. I mean, that looks like a sight you would see up in Minnesota or Michigan or Wisconsin. Look at that. That's a good 2 or 3 inches of snow right there. And it's 6:30 at night. And it's going to snow for a little while longer. I don't know how fast exactly this storm is moving. But you're going to get some more snow. And this is moving to Emporia, to Suffolk, to Virginia Beach. More snow coming. But again, the roads look good. And that's probably because the temperature is above freezing, but yet we have freezing precipitation accumulating on the ground. Look at that. Look at that right there. Look how bright that is. That's a respectable amount of snow. At least a couple of inches. Wow. It's accumulating on the trees. Look over on the upper left. See the trees in the upper left hand of the picture? Wow. All right. Again, this is over near, that was Emporia. No, okay, now we're going to go, I think this is South Hill. Okay, that's South Hill. That's over in East Central. Now we're going to go to South Boston, Virginia. See what it looks like there. Definitely snow on the ground. This is some sort of a intersection. I can't really tell too much. I can see some white in the median. Ridgeway? Yep. Doesn't look like it's in real time, but definitely snow on the ground. No doubt about it. Not sure what's going on here. Yeah, let's check it out real quick. Let's too difficult to tell, but there's a lot of precipitation, or at least a lot of snow on the ground up by Lynchburg. Let's go north of Lynchburg. And roads are clear. It's hard to tell. Doesn't look like there's much there. That tells you how fine of a line this snow is traveling here. Now we're in a place called Lovingston. There we go. No snow. Look at that. So you get up to Lovingston, no snow. That doesn't mean they won't get any, but at least right now, no snow. Charlottesville, let's go there real quick. No snow. Charlottesville Airport. I can't really tell on that. But I don't see any white on the ground, so let's go down to Richmond. We're east of Richmond. A little bit of snow on the ground. You can tell by the way the traffic's moving that there's snow on the road. So you get down in the Richmond area, snow. Let's go to the Petersburg area, snow. Oh yeah, there's snow there. Look at the trees. So you can kind of tell there where the snow line stops and where it starts. And I haven't seen any cars off of the road, which is good. So you get north of Richmond, no snow. Let's go north of Richmond. Doesn't look like there's any snow up here. Maybe a little. See, it's difficult to tell at night. That's why we got to go back to this area here. Petersburg, Emporia. We'll check out Emporia. Yeah, it's still snowing there.
What? I wasn't talking to you. All right.
Okay. Oh, Suffolk. Let's go check this one out here. This one's coming down pretty good earlier. Yep, still snowing at Suffolk. Let's go back over to the Virginia Beach area. Coming down at a decent clip. This is west of Virginia Beach. Roads still look good. I mean, the roads are, for the most part, I've seen a couple of areas that had a little bit of snowpack, but overall, roads are in pretty good shape. City of Chesapeake. Again, you can see snow on the sides, but all in all, pretty good shape. South of Suffolk, look at that. Still coming down there pretty good. So you get north of Richmond, doesn't appear to be too much snow. South of Richmond, closer to North Carolina, it's accumulating on the ground. And looks like there might be a little bit on the road here, but not very much. You can see it on this road sign over here. So the metal is obviously below 32 degrees because it's sticking to that sign right there. So that tells you it was coming down sideways at one time. But the actual ambient air temperature, from what I've seen, was in the lower 30s. It wasn't even below or at freezing. Chesapeake Expressway at Galbush. Still snowing there. And we'll hop down to North Carolina real quick. Let's go down to just south and east of New Bern. See, these aren't in real time. But we can kind of see if there's at least any snow on the ground. Doesn't appear to be. That's at 6:50 p.m. local time. That camera doesn't seem to be working. Let's see here. What do we got here? There you go. This is west of Roanoke Rapids, just inside the border from Virginia. That seems to be where the heaviest part of the snow is right now. Again, this is not real time. This is I-85 northbound at exit 213, or mile marker 213, mile marker. Again, that's in north central North Carolina. Now we're over here along the east coast. Looks like a little bit of snow, but not very much yet. That Virginia Beach is getting the snow. Looks like Christmas. Most of these cameras in North Carolina, I can't tell. It's too dark. Okay, getting some moisture down here. Where we at? North and east of Rock Hill. But you can't tell. It's not in real time. It does look like... almost looks like snow. That must be in the elevations or something, huh? So I think in the elevations through the Carolinas, they're definitely seeing snow. I can't really tell down low here. Oh, there we go. We can tell there. How about north and slightly west of Bethel? Now there's a good view of some snow in North Carolina. Look at that. And on that road down below the ramp, well, the off-ramp's got snow right there, that overpass. See, the overpass is going to get snow before earthen roads. Roads that are right on the earth are going to be warmer, always. A bridge or an overpass is going to accumulate snow first, always before a road on the earth will. So you can see the overpass there, definitely got snow on it. That's in North Carolina, and then there's more to come. At least the next few hours, and you can see by those lights it's snowing whenever this picture, or it was snowing, whenever that photograph was taken. And that was at 6:50 p.m. local time, because it's 4:54 right here where I'm at. So that's probably, I don't know, inch or so in North Carolina. Some parts are getting rain, some parts are getting snow. There we go. Okay, we're going to go by Smithfield. Snow on the ground east of Smithfield, North Carolina. Now we're going to go to a place called Beulah Town. Snow on the ground just north of Beulah Town, or actually right outside of town. North Carolina. Here we're north of Dunn on I-95, and the camera is not working. Now we're going to go south of Dunn. It's too dark to tell. Too dark. South of Wade, too dark. Here we're out in the boondocks somewhere. Bonnie Doon. South of Bonnie Doon, east of Rockfish. Snow on the ground. Definitely. Again, the roads look good, but there's snow in between the two roads. As long as the roads are good, you know what? You'll have a blast in this stuff. But man, if you're driving, take it easy. Don't take chances, man. It ain't worth it. Okay, where are we at here? Wintergreen? See, that looks like just mainly rain. One of Whiteville. That looks like it's got some snow. Yep, the trees are white, grass is white, snow is just, or the roads are just wet. So no problems. Enjoy it, man. Have fun. Like I said, if you're driving, just take it easy. What's going on here? It looks like traffic's going in the same direction on both roads. It's wild. I-140, US 17, North Central 133. Looks like rain along the coast of North Carolina for now. If the precip keeps coming, the temperature is going to get cooler, obviously, tonight. So you could very well see snow over here along the coast. May already be seeing it. I just can't tell. In fact, that's way out there on the Pamlico Sound. This is NC-12 at Buxton. I can't tell if that's sand or if that's snow. That photo was taken at 6:44 p.m. local time on 2/20/2020. On them twos again. 2/2/22. Let's check a couple of more areas here. It's hard to tell with these North Carolina. There you go. There's snow. You can see snow in that area north of Chapel Hill. Definitely snow on the ground, snow in the air, snow on the trees, moving from west to east. And that sky looks like it's snow-filled. I've seen that many, many times. I grew up in that. So that's at NC 147 and Briggs Avenue, looking southwest. So snowing in the Carolinas, definitely snowing up in the elevations. Let's go back to the beach. Is it still coming down? Yeah. Still coming down. Surfline.com, and it looks like I'm keeping it here because there's a light over here pointing out to the beach, and I want to see if that sand turns white. The sand should be relatively warm because it's a smaller particulate and it's going to heat up quicker. It should collectively maintain heat longer. So that's probably why the sand is not covering with snow. But if it snows hard enough, it will cover at least temporarily. But sand will definitely hold heat. That's Virginia Beach right there, guys. It's still coming down. All right. Let's go back to Suffolk here real quick. See what's popping over here. Oh, it's starting to stick to the roads west of Suffolk. See the tracks in the road right there? So you're getting some accumulation now on the roads in Virginia. So again, if you're not used to driving on... Ooh, man. That guy was going way too fast. Dude, slow down. Look at that. Look at that. There's snow on the road there, bud. Yeah, you got to take it easy on these snowy roads. You lose control of your car, do not slam on the brakes. Common logic's going to tell you to slam on your brakes. Don't listen. Don't slam on your brakes. Because it'll just send you, and it puts you in a worse predicament. But that, oh, look at this here. Once again, west of Suffolk. That's what's headed towards Chesapeake, Virginia Beach. Looks like right now Virginia is getting more snow than I think the models were initially showing. Drink here. Looks like at least from this camera angle, looks like a winter wonderland. Look at that. Ah, yes. This will be a day for the record books. One for the record books. I don't know what the record for snow is out there, but this might challenge the records. I don't know. Wow, that's headed towards Virginia Beach once again, right there. You're in the direct path of what you see on your monitor right now. You're in the direct path of that snow. Remember, if you can, one picture, snow, reports at MrMBB333.com. Okay, now we're going to South Suffolk. Same thing. This area here, heavier snow. And of course, it's difficult to tell. And accumulation on the roads there too. It's difficult to tell in North Carolina because Virginia's got real time. They are on the ball there, real time cameras, so we can see what's happening up to the second. But snow is accumulating there also. That looks like one right there that probably just came out of the ditch. Remember, take it easy. Don't take chances. It's just not worth it, because if you do speed and hurry to get where you're going, what are you going to do? Run in? You're going to speed down a road only to stop at a red light. Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever seen people, especially if you're driving in town, go flying by you at about 60 miles an hour in a 35, and next thing you know, you're sitting next to that imbecile at a red light? And it's kind of like the old rabbit, the tortoise and the hare story, you know? And the rabbit just runs and speeds and exhausts all his energy, and then you both end up at the same stoplight. So, just, especially in roads like this, don't go fast. You don't want to end up in a ditch. It's no fun. But anyway, that's snow accumulation on the ground. Suffolk moving towards Virginia Beach at a pretty good clip. Let's go up by Smithfield. You guys are probably familiar with Smithfield if you're in that area. It's definitely snowing there. You can see it up here by the lights. Actually, this one light, you can see what looks like activity. It looks like bugs swarming around the lights. Those are snowflakes. Roads look good, though. That's a good thing. But the later it gets, the colder it's going to get. And these roads that have a lot of precipitation on them, especially on the overpasses, beware of black ice, because that stuff's going to freeze. And it may not be snowing, but there's going to be... Man, those cars are going way too fast. You go over an overpass, just be cognizant of ice, because it could be there and you may not be able to see it. That's why they call it black ice. Can't really tell too much what's going on here. I think there's snow in the middle. Roads look good. And that's the main thing. As long as everybody stays safe, man, have a blast. Yeah, I used to, especially when I was younger, I loved snow. Until I had to drive in it all the time and thaw out my truck because it sat outside, froze. But this is perfect. Everybody's home. Go out and have a little fun in the snow. And by tomorrow, if you're driving to work, just remember some of those roads could have icy spots on them. So just leave a little early. That's all you got to do. Leave 10 minutes early and drive slow. No problem. Well, I thank you, Time Bandit. That's very kind. Time Bandit. I like that name, man. That's cool. Time Bandit. Okay, we're going back up to Norfolk, where, well, at least from this angle, the roads look really good. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Looks like some snow in the middle, right? It's just the angle. Uh-oh. There goes an ambulance. Hopefully somebody's not hurt. Maybe just off in a ditch. Probably going to see a lot of that tonight. This angle here, difficult to tell, but you can tell that the median's got a fair amount of snow in it. Probably an inch or so. And that might be conservative. It's been coming down here for a while. Let's go south of Chesapeake. And camera doesn't work. Chesapeake camera works, but can't really tell what's going on. Chesapeake at Mount Pleasant. It's a little too dark there. It's probably a great angle during the day. General Booth and Nimmo. That's an intersection. The intersection looks good. Again, I'm in the Virginia Beach area. Now we're going to go south of Suffolk. And snow still coming down. It's accumulating on this pole over here. It looks like, if you look real close, you can see it piling up on the top of that sign in the lower left-hand corner. See it? Is it visible? There's a little sign in the very far left-hand corner. Looks like a inch or so on top of the post. And these roads are starting to take on some ice. So remember, if you have to get out and drive on these roads tomorrow, man, just leave a little early. Don't take... Look at that. Southwest of Suffolk. They're in a line of a pretty steady snow. It's been like this for, I don't know, as long as we came here, 30, 40 minutes? An hour maybe? I don't know. South and west of Suffolk. That's a pretty good pace right there. And it's accumulating on the roads. And that's moving towards Chesapeake and Virginia Beach. Speaking of Virginia Beach, there she is. I was wanting to see a white beach. Might, if it keeps snowing like this. Oh yeah, that one's starting to get white up there. Yep. Maybe. Yeah, it is, a little bit. Starting to get white sand. You're going to have white sand at Virginia Beach here real soon. That's cool. Go out and get some pictures. Have some fun. But if you have to drive in it, I can't emphasize how important it is to go slow and don't slam on your brakes. Here it is on the radar. I forgot to pull this up earlier. We are in Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina. And the yellow and orange is heavier precipitation. But up in the Virginia area, they're getting what appears to be more snow right now. This is a mix of rain and snow. Snow and grapple in North Carolina. Fayetteville, snow. In fact, I want to go up to Virginia real quick. Hang on, please. Let's go to this area here. It's too far north. That's too far north. There we go. There's the snow right there. Okay, there's what we've been watching on the cameras. Right there. So they're getting some light snow up in the Richmond area and slightly north. But you can see Suffolk. See the darker greens? That's what we've been watching on those cameras. So the radar, once again, is accurate. We confirmed it with the highway cams. And that's what's moving into the Virginia Beach area. And you know what? That's a fair amount of snow. No joke. That's a fair amount of snow. You guys are probably going to see maybe 2 inches. I wouldn't doubt it at all. Thank you, Andre Gates. That is too cool. I don't want to miss anybody here. Josh NB25. Thank you, bud. There's the snow right there, guys. We've been confirming it on these cameras right there. There's Emporia. We watched cameras in Emporia, or near Emporia. Multiple cameras near Suffolk. And then, of course, cameras over at Virginia Beach. And that snow right there, we can confirm right there. And we can confirm right there. Radar, once again, is accurate. And that truck needs to slow it down. Yep, it's starting to accumulate on the roads. And again, if you guys have to get out and drive around tomorrow, just remember, take it easy, man, because this stuff will still be around, and it's more than likely going to freeze during the overnight hours. Or at least it could. I don't know how much salt they put on these roads ahead of time, which was a great idea. Let's go back over here. We're going now to just on the outskirts of Suffolk. Quite a bit of snow on the ground there, a couple of inches. Let's go back over by Emporia, because this is what's headed towards Suffolk. Still snowing there, too. Looks like a picture you would see from, like I said earlier, Minnesota, Michigan, Wisconsin. If you didn't know any better, that's where you think you would be looking at. If you put this up without seeing the top part, of course, where it says Virginia, you'd say, oh, yeah, that's Minnesota or Michigan. Say, no, this is over here by Virginia Beach, Virginia. Nobody'd believe you. Wow. Historic day. 2/20/2020. How about that? And then we go north up by Richmond. Now, if we look at the radar is showing us a little bit of snow up in the Richmond area. But you can see that definite line. And that's what we also confirmed with the cameras. Remember, we went up here by Charlottesville and we saw no snow. And the radar is confirming no snow. We've double confirmed this. Now just north of Richmond, we saw just a little bit of snow. But the majority of it is definitely down here by Emporia, Suffolk, and moving into the Virginia Beach area. So that radar is highly accurate. Very, very good. It is spot on. So if we go up here just north of Richmond, that camera there is a little difficult to tell. If we go over here by Charlottesville, no snow. So the radar is definitely accurate. Look at here. Here's Charlottesville. And again, you now you would think, okay, yeah, that's an image. Yeah, it could be from Virginia, Florida, but go 60 miles south, and it looks like a webcam out of Minnesota or Michigan. But that's up in Charlottesville, no snow. And that's exactly what our radar is showing us. Look at that. That's why I like to use these instruments, the ones that I do use, because I can count on them, you know? And if I'm delivering information, I want to try to deliver the best information I possibly can. And these are very good devices. So Windy is very good. This one here is a app, and I couldn't even tell you the name of it right now. I'd have to look, but it's one that I've trusted for a long time, at least for land-based information. Hurricanes, I use other tools, but this land-based, great stuff. I can get all kinds of information from, different types of measurements. We can go, radius, how wide these systems are. Like, for instance, I can go from Emporia, and we can see how far it's going to stretch Virginia Beach. It's 86 miles. So if this storm's moving 20 miles per hour, then it's going to snow probably another 4 hours in Virginia Beach. That's considering it's moving 20 miles per hour. It's going to go 20 miles in 1 hour. So back here is not going to be to Virginia Beach for 4 hours. So you guys can expect snow for, I don't know, what time is it there? 7:15? Probably until midnight. Some degree of snow. Which, hey, you know what? That's cool, man. Pictures. I know I've said it more than once. I'm sorry. I just don't want you to forget. Send me a picture of the snow. Look at that. It's still coming down, just like the radar shows. That's Suffolk. Right in here. That's the heaviest part. And it's been the heaviest part the entire time we've been on here. Suffolk, and then here's the camera at Suffolk. I mean, that's a big deal. You guys are going to get a couple inches of snow, if not more. That's a big deal for Eastern Virginia. No doubt about it. That's a vacation destination. Go down there to Virginia Beach. You don't go down there for the snow. No. So again, pictures, please. Just put snow in the caption. Reports at MrMBB333.com. Anywhere you guys are in the snow, whether it's North Carolina, Virginia, even South Carolina. Look at that. I don't think that they're supposed to get too much. Yeah, the snow is accumulating on the roads there. This is a westbound lane west of Suffolk. And you can tell that traffic's starting to slow down some. That's an indication those roads are getting snow packed. See, I'm right out in here. That is, I don't know what road that is. 58? Does that make sense? Yeah, US 58. That's the road that I'm on here. US 58 at Kenyon Road. Let's click on that one. See, we're not in the direct light, so we can't really get a sense of how fast the snow is coming down. But we can see it's starting to accumulate on the road right over here on the lower right-hand side where that car just turned. In fact, that car, both of those cars, are covered with snow. So more than likely, they just got off work. The cars have been sitting all day, driving home very cautiously, being wise, not putting yourself or others at risk. Just take it easy, man. Don't take chances. You can see the snow here. Where are we at? I'm not sure. Oh, we're by Suffolk. Still by Suffolk. They've been getting a lot of the snow. You can see it here. Again, looks like a scene from Minnesota, Michigan, Wisconsin. Yeah. Yeah, like I said earlier, if you could hide the upper part and just say, hey, where are we looking at here? Especially this camera. I think it's this one. Yeah, this one here. Oh, we got to be up in Michigan, right? New England? Nah, this is by Virginia Beach. Nobody would believe you. But have fun in it, guys, and send me pictures if you're from this area. One other thing I wanted to share with you guys real quick. We've had a lot of fun with the snow. Again, this camera here is surfline.com, and I'm seeing, there it is, almost a white beach. Look at that. You guys are going to have white sands like, where's the sand white? Like Clearwater. I've been to Clearwater before, and the sand over there is white, you know. And that's what your sand's going to look like temporarily there at Virginia Beach. Yeah. All right. Well, have fun in it, guys. And again, that upper jet, you can see around the Arctic. I mean, it's pretty tight. I don't know. I don't see it down in the southern hemisphere at all. And that's in the upper atmosphere. I see an equal line of activity just below the equator. But I don't see anything above the South Pole with regard to an upper jet, which in my observations is, I don't know, kind of weird. Maybe all of this activity here could be I don't know, maybe influencing these big storms that we've been seeing in the North Atlantic. One going through now, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely another one on the way, if not two, because the one that you see out here off the coast, I'm going back to the Go 16. When it recycles, I'll show you what I mean. Well, here, we'll go back. Okay, see the one already out in the Atlantic Ocean? That's headed to the North Atlantic. The system right now, that's over Tennessee, Virginia, North Carolina, moving up into Jersey and New York, that one too will head towards the North Atlantic. And this has been an ongoing pattern for weeks. And that's why we're seeing all the activity in the North Atlantic. It's starting down here. It's actually starting in the Pacific, the East Pacific, and moving across Mexico through Texas. Sometimes it dips down into the Gulf. The jet stream is dropping way down. In fact, it's dropping down into Arizona right now, and it's supposed to bring us some wind and rain over the next couple of days, and then it's going to make a hard left-hand turn, right, depending on which way you're looking at it, and then go back and do this again. So it's a pattern that we're kind of stuck in now. Yes, it will change, but for the time being, that's what we're dealing with. And once again, here's the radar from weathercharts.com, and it is spot on accurate. That purple is where the majority of the snow is at, going through central and south central Virginia, parts of northern North Carolina, north central North Carolina, and headed towards the coast. So you guys have fun with that. Have you guys heard about Betelgeuse? The star up in Orion. And the reason I bring it up is because there's been talk about Betelgeuse behaving differently here recently. And what you're looking at is a picture of Betelgeuse. It's an image that I got myself. And that's pretty clear, but it's not, I didn't use a telescope or anything. I used a camera, but it wasn't an ordinary camera. But anyway, that's a pretty clear picture of Betelgeuse. Can't really tell much from the photo. A guy by the name of Kevin from Denver is supposed to be getting me some footage of Betelgeuse, but supposedly Betelgeuse is changing shape and changing its light configuration, and there's all kinds of stuff going on with Betelgeuse right now. So that's something that we're keeping an eye on and waiting for updates as to what's up with Betelgeuse, because supposedly it's changing shape. I've never heard of a star changing shape, but we may see that. I don't know. But anyway, guys, if you're in the Virginia, North Carolina area, have fun with the snow. I've got one more look at the radar. You can see right there. It's going to be around for a while, at least the next, 2 or 3 hours, maybe longer, depending on how fast it's moving. Like I just showed you from here. Let's see, I'll go back and measure it here. We'll go distance. So from there, it's got 90 miles. Again, if it's moving 20 miles an hour, it's got a 4-hour trip to the coast. So you guys might be in the snow for another 3 to 4 hours, just depending on how fast the storm system is moving. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, send me a picture of the snow. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.